Center, and it is Friday the 20th. Yes, the 20th. Okay, I was like, oh my God, what day is it? I am going to show you how I make a protecting spray. Now, I have picked these yesterday. I have some other ones that I've picked and I've been drying because I let them dry completely until they're very, very crispy and dry. Then I grind them and either into a powder or into a, just kind of grind them loosely so I can use as a loose incense on my charcoal disc. So with these, I picked these last night. I'm going to steep these in water, and I'm going to steep them very low and let them infuse, and probably let them steep for like about a good hour or two on very, very low heat. And once I feel that they have steeped enough, then I will let it completely cool, strain all of it out, strain all of the herbs out, and then I will put it into my spray bottles. So I'll talk a little more about that, but let me just tell you what I have. I have, this is sage. I grow 2 different types of sage. I love the way these feel. Like when I first picked them, they're just so like little blankets. So I have this sage, and then I have this type of sage. I'm sorry I don't know the names right offhand because I have them in my pots outside. But these are 2 different types of sage. I think this is called desert sage, if I remember right, when I bought it. But I can't remember what this other one is. And then I have rosemary. Then I have basil, more basil. This is dill. This is not going in there. This is for something else. And then this is my sweet mint. So when you're going to make whatever type of spray, if you're going to make a protection spray, then you need to look up the herbs that you want to use for protection. Don't just think that it's just sage. They're like rosemary you can use in protection. My basil you can use in protection. Bay leaves you can use in protection. Mint is also good for protection. So just do your research, find the herbs that you have available and the herbs that you want to use. You may not want to use what I have. So that's why I say do your research and find out which herbs are good for protection if that's what you're doing. If you're doing a spray for peace and tranquility into your home, then you find something for that. If you're trying to find, if you're trying to make a spray to attract abundance, wealth, prosperity, then you need to find herbs for that. So you guys get the hint what I'm talking about. If you want to just keep love in your bedroom and keep it, spicy and keep it, have that passion and fiery, then you need to find that. I feel that you can make protecting sprays for anything that you are wanting. If you try to do a cleansing one to cleanse your area, you find cleansing ones. So, get a little creative on what you're trying to do, what it is that you want to attract in your life, or what you're trying to get rid of in your life, or what you're trying to rid your house of, or whatever it is. So right now I'm going to do a protection spray, and I'm going to take these herbs, I'm going to put them in my water, and I'll show y'all that in just a second. Here I just have just a regular big pan. I didn't put any type of special magic water. It's just regular tap water. Oh, hold on a second. So you can do either 2 things. Sorry, I had to sneeze. You can do either 2 things. You can pre-boil your water and stick this in here with your water already hot, or you can just do like I'm doing, putting cold water, and I'm just going to let it steep. I'm going to fill this up probably up to about here because this is going to reduce down as it's steeping. It's really just that simple, guys. I know there's so many videos out there. Everybody has their own way of doing it. And that's the good thing about magic. You're going to do this whatever suits your needs. But of course, you want to make sure that you are going to get great results. So you want to make sure you're doing your research into your herbs that you're going to be steeping. Now, with this is going to be my protection spray that I'm going to use around the house. If I wanted to use this as part of my cleansing bath, I could, because there isn't anything here that's going to kill me. So if you're going to make so when all this is done, I'm going to strain it. So then you'll just have the water, the infused water from the herbs. So I'm going to put some in a spray bottle, and the rest is going to go back into a gallon, an empty gallon container. I can use that water in my floor washes. Like if I'm going to, after I clean and mop the floor, then I can put some of this into my mop water and just mop the floor as well. You can use this, the spray on your windowsills and wipe it down after you clean the dirt. You'll put this on top just to cleanse, protect your house. So there's a variety of ways of using this water. In spray bottles to spray around, as a cleaner, as a floor wash, even in magical baths, like if you're trying to do a bath to cleanse or protect yourself or whatever your water is for. But make sure it's something you're not allergic to. Make sure it's something that you can safely use in a bath. Don't drink it. Who knows what will happen to you. But anyway, so just do your research. And it's super easy, guys. I'm going to show you all throughout the day how this is. So I'll come back when this is completely infused. And then I'll just show you how easy it is to store in a bottle and use it. So super easy, guys. You could do this on your day off while you're cleaning the house or whatever. Just steep this away. And it's going to smell so good. And again, be super creative. If you want, you could put a cinnamon stick in this, because cinnamon is also good for protection. And that's going to smell great. And I'm going to go upstairs and grab me a cinnamon stick, because that sounds like what I want to do. All right, I'll come back later. Guys, so this is what it looks like. I've been straining out all of the little bits and pieces. Before I put it into my container, I will use a spaghetti strainer. Right now, I'm just kind of pulling them out. You can see the water was up to here. So, of course, some of it evaporated, and then a lot of it soaked into the herbs. So, once this is completely cooled down, I will go ahead and strain it through a spaghetti strainer and put it into my container. As you can see, the steam, it's still pretty hot. Makes me want a nice cup of tea right now is what it makes me want. It smells good. So here it is. It filled up this big container plus 2 spray bottles. I know it came out really dark, right? Let's see if it stains. Yeah, it does. So I may not be able to use this on the floor like I want it to. Because it is a little too dark. I steeped it very, very long. And I think what gave it that color is the actual cinnamon. But what I will use this for is for a couple of things. I will use this on the floorboards of my vehicle because, they're black. And I will also use it in my floor washes and in my bath water. Because I won't use this to spray around the house because it is brown and I don't want it to stain anything. So lesson learned, not to put cinnamon stick in it if you're wanting to use it, like in the air. But I'm not going to let this go to waste. So I'm definitely going to put some in my mop water as I mop after I clean. Remember, after you mop the floor, sweep and mop the floor, then you'll go over it again with some new clean water that has this mixture in there. And I can definitely put some of this in my bath and the floorboards and anywhere else. I mean, I can even spray this all around the front of my house, the back of my house, because it's dark. That's not what I wanted to use it for, but that's what I will use it for. It smells really good though. Looks like some great tea, right? All the bubbles on there, the way tea makes. But like I said, lesson learned, no cinnamon stick in it next time. Alright guys, love you all and blessed be. Bye. So I had this idea. I went and tried to take a quick little 30-minute nap. And when I was laying there, I'm like, oh my gosh. I know what I could use this for. Not only for floor wash and for bath wash, but also to dye my paper for my book's shadows. As to dye my parchment paper. That's what I'm going to use it for. Because this was staining my pan, and I thought, gosh, it took me a while to get that off. And then I'm like, it's almost like when you stain paper. So I'm definitely going to reserve some of this to the side to stain a few pieces of parchment paper. And I really don't need it for my book of shadow because my book of shadow is already stained when it was made. But when I'm making like parchment paper for spell work or parchment paper to put into my books of shadows, I definitely can use this. So what I do is I normally just do a bunch of paper at one time, and I just use copy paper, and I stain it and I put it into the oven on low just to make it very, very dry and crinkly. Or you could use a blow dryer, or you can just air dry it, however you want. But anyway, so I'm going to use one for the car, and then I'm going to reserve half of this for my paper and half for my floor and bath water. And so yeah, I definitely like that idea. That's also another good tip, guys. When you are making paper, whatever you're using to stain your paper, in this case, this cinnamon made this color, the cinnamon stick. You can use coffee, tea, in this case cinnamon. I've even used balsamic vinegar to stain some paper, which was really nice, but it didn't make it crinkly. It made it very soft, which was really nice, but I like the crinkle sound. But anyway, when you have your water already made, you can throw in different types of herbs. Like, for example, if you're trying to make some paper, parchment paper, that you want to make a peace and tranquility spell on, you can add lavender and rosebuds to the water to infuse your paper. Now, does it do anything? No, it's just for your own use in your book, the energies in your book. But I mean, there really isn't a magical purpose behind it other than just doing it because it's pretty, and when you take that out, you'll probably get some bits of lavender or whatever herbs you use in there to dry onto your paper. But also to infuse your water with that. I mean, you know, you can use it as parchment paper for petitions, but I don't know if it would give you any type of magical boost, but on a vanity side, I think it would be cute. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all.